you knew something and you didn't tell the police, that's a crime, right?
You two are friends. Are you covering for her?
Felicia, first of all, welcome home. Is this where you kind of got that acting bug?
Yes. As a matter of fact, it is. When I was 11 years old, I was selected to be the mistress of ceremonies for a citywide music festival for the elementary schools. And I had this thing about myself because everybody in my family was so beautiful, and I thought I was not.
We're all like, what?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was serious, it was very real. And that night, I was dressed in a beautiful dress and flowers in my hair and ruffles on my socks. But the thing was, I had been rehearsed every day for a month before and after school to stand up and read the segments in between, you know. And I stood in a spotlight for the first time. The light was so bright I couldn't see anything but the light. So I didn't read the script. I just talked to the light all night, talked to the light. And at the end of the program, when mothers were leaving, I heard them say, there she is. There's the little girl who spoke so beautifully. Isn't she beautiful? And I thought, mm-hmm. When I grow up, I'll be an actress. I'll play in the light and be beautiful all the time.
And let it be said, let it be done.
I would love to see an 11-year-old Felicia. I want to see her.
Tyler,
Her socks.
we've been looking at your social media, obviously, about, you were saying, I write everything. So who do you report to for HR issues?
Oh, listen, we have a human resources department at the studio that there's no issues there, trust me.
In this movie, you touch on a lot of things that we're very sensitive to. It's, you know, love and vulnerability, starting over again, grooming, which we're very aware of today, criminal justice system, elderly abuse, betrayal, friendships, a whole bit. Where did you get the idea to put all of these together?
You know, as I start to write, I just let the character speak to me, and if they say something I don't know or don't understand, I trace down their motivation for it, and then chasing down the motivations for Grace and Jasmine and all these people, all these other rich stories started showing up, and I had just been reading some things about the criminal justice system, and I wanted to just infuse all of those things into it.
Yeah, Crystal, we felt you. You know, I think most of us have been hurt at some point, and then after being hurt, it's hard to start over again and trust again.
Yes.
We felt that role. Do you take that with you? Because you were so in it. How long does it take you to shake it after they say cut?
Oh, I had to let that go. I don't want to live in that. I don't want to live in that, but I know that people do, so I live in that for them when I do my work.
Yeah. All right, Risha, we were at the theater last night. When you started yelling at your play husband, we were like, stop that, girl.
You got the only good one in the movie, stop it.
What did you love about your role?
I loved everything about my role. I loved her determination. I love the fight that she discovers about herself and that she gets to fight for her client. And Tyler Perry just did such a great job with just creating such a multi-layered character. And so it was just a joy to play her.
Every movie has legs, meaning that when people get up and walk out, the movie's not quarantined to just being there, and there are lessons that are learned. When we walked out of the movie last night, there are just different cells around, and everyone was talking about some aspect of the movie. So I imagine you went into this wanting to open eyes and teach some lessons, and so I want to ask each one of you, with your characters, what lesson you hope was learned, starting with you.
As I'm writing, I'm not judging the characters, I'm not judging what they're doing, I'm just letting them live in my head and live on the paper. So the lessons for me is what people find in them. It's strange, I always find people find different things that speak to them as they're watching it. So whatever speaks to them, as long as it's positive and it resonates and it lifts them or it evokes change, then I'm good with it.
Yeah, Felicia?
Oh my goodness, I think you better go on.
Okay, because I'll say, because we have always loved you, and last night we're like, what is she doing?
Being an actress, she's always done.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
For you, what lessons we learned with your character?
Well, it's what I hope everybody gets, is that please hang on to longing and love, but always be true to yourself. Don't lose your discernment because you're open to love, but please stay open to love.
Yeah, yeah.
Follow your instincts as well, and never forget the fight that brought you to where you started.
Yeah. It's funny because the conversations I heard last night were not quite as eloquent as what y'all talked about. One of the things that we left it with was that you must have, if you're falling in love again like this, you must have a boo review. A boo review board is like a group of your best girlfriend that you can really trust, not like your role. A girlfriend you can really trust, and then the crazy cousin Pookie.
Oh, Pookie!
Yeah, because you know Pookie will do things that you. Yeah.
The Boo
Everybody
Review
need
Board.
a
The
Pookie.
Boo Review Board. You need the Boo
Yes.
Review Board there.
Everybody need a Pookie.
Looking at movies and entertainment in general, a lot of us can look at it as just entertainment, but it has such a role and such a place in society. Everything from you standing on the stage talking to that white light to doing something, as you mentioned, Tyler, that really can evoke some change. And so speak to your craft, Felicia.
Oh, okay. So I didn't see that one coming. Okay. No, I love acting. I love theater. I love film because it's art.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love the representation of the truth of human behavior, and that's what I'm always in quest of,
Yeah.
the truth of human behavior.
There are lots of people who come to us, when I do the talk show, and they say, how do I get my child into, right? Like, they really good. Not like mama and grandmama think they're really good. Other people think they're good too, right? Even if they never make it to a big stage or make it on a big screen, what is the value of being in acting?
You know what? I think I understand. Sometimes people have these different prejudices, and I think that if you learn to embody various characters, you'll see that we are each in everybody, and you'll stop judging each other.
Yeah, that's an awesome answer. I'm just going to end with you, Tyler, in that with you, it's the acting part, the directing part, the writing part, how, as African Americans, we can dictate or narrate our story if we own our story.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And just to speak to your previous question, I've never seen an actor come to this without a need. There was always a need that wanted them to, that guided them into this business. So I always try to approach that, respect that, and make that something special in their experience. So as they're bringing their need, hopefully it's fulfilled in what they're doing in the work.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all very much.
Thank you. Thank you.